battle over prescription drug pricing lingers throughout Kansas. Some pharmacists say they are fighting just to stay open.
The Kansas Pharmacists Association says more than a dozen independent pharmacies closed across the state last year. Now the ones that are still open are looking to the State House to bring support. KAKE's Lily O'Brien joins us now with what those pharmacists are hoping for at the State House.
Well, Chris and Deb, those two pharmacists, in addition to many others, are pushing for one Senate bill they say would bring reform, regulation, and transparency when it comes to drug reimbursements. They say the fight for it isn't easy, but it's a grassroots effort for a fair playing field and to prevent pharmacy deserts in Kansas by keeping local pharmacies open. David and Goliath, one analogy Kansas pharmacists brought before the Kansas State Senate.
We're trying to come together and fight this fight against huge, powerful companies.
Last Wednesday, pharmacies across Kansas closed their doors, showing up in Topeka to bring support for Senate Bill 360.
We do need change, and this particular option offers a path forward to meaningful change.
Mike Ryan and Dan Davis are two pharmacists who made the trip. The problem, they say, stems from pharmacy benefit managers, or PBMs, third-party administrators who act as middlemen. They set the price points for things like prescription drugs, copays, as well as reimbursements.
There's 3 big PBMs in the United States that control 80% of the market. So while they do serve a necessary function for us, they've become monopolistic.
Supporters say the legislation would regulate PBMs, bringing audits and standardizing payments.
A lot of the local pharmacies are having a hard time staying open because the reimbursements are so low. Because these PBMs have so much power, they can kind of set their own reimbursement rates, and they will pay their own pharmacies more money than what they do other pharmacies.
Regulation is something Kansas pharmacists have fought for, and they're not the only ones.
There's been more than a dozen states that have enacted PBM legislation that this exact bill mimics.
However, those against the bill argue there would be a pill tax, adding $10.50 to every prescription. Davis and Ryan say that's false.
Every data point that's available to us has shown significant savings, in some states upwards of hundreds of millions of dollars.
This is not going to cost Kansans money. It's going to help save Kansans money. It's going to keep local pharmacies open so that Kansans can choose where they go for their prescriptions.
They say more than a dozen Kansas pharmacies have closed in the last year.
And without real change, independent pharmacies are on the brink of extinction.
Now, we reached out to one of those groups saying that there would be a pill tax and requested a comment from several PBMs. We have yet to hear back. A Senate committee has sent the bill to the full Senate, and the pharmacists we spoke with say they look forward to the transparency, more discussion, and what a potential vote could bring. In studio, Lily O'Brien, KAKE News on your side.